Grief shatters us, and trauma breaks us apart in ways we never thought possible. And yet, what if the very pieces of our brokenness could become the strokes of a masterpiece in God's hands? And I didn't believe that at first. After losing my only son, Logan, I felt ruined. But slowly and painfully, God began showing me something I'll never forget. He doesn't just comfort us in the brokenheartedness. He creates something new out of that brokenness. And when grief or trauma hits, it changes everything. And for me, it was when I got the message that I never wanted to get from Logan. The moment that split my life into before and after. And suddenly I was standing in the ashes of what used to be my world. I felt unfixable, and I asked God, how could you ever make something good out of this? And maybe you've been there too, looking at the wreckage of your life, wondering if healing is even possible. And here's what I've learned. God doesn't just patch us up, He transforms us. The Bible is full of stories where God used pain as the canvas for His greatest work. Joseph, betrayed and imprisoned, became a leader who saved nations. Job, who lost everything, encountered God in a way that transformed his soul. God is the artist who takes what the enemy meant for evil and repurposes it into something breathtaking. And He's still doing that today. And when I surrendered my pain, I began to see His brushstrokes. They showed up in compassion I never had before, in resilience I didn't know was in me, in opportunities to help others I wouldn't have met if I hadn't had my loss. He was creating beauty out of ashes. And Logan's passing didn't just leave me grieving, it left me changed. Over time, I began to see that my pain had a purpose. It gave me empathy for others walking through grief. It gave me wisdom I couldn't have learned from books. It gave me courage to share my story so others would know that they're not alone. Isaiah 61:3 says, God gives us a crown of beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. That doesn't mean the grief disappears, but it means God can redeem even our deepest wounds. He can make them shine with His glory. So how do you let God do the work in your brokenness? For me, it looked like prayer, not polished prayer, but raw, tear-filled ones. A scripture that reminded me I wasn't forgotten. A community letting people in even when I wanted to isolate. Creative expressions, writing, speaking, even simple things like journaling for my pain. Each of these became brushes in God's hand, painting hope where I only saw darkness. Healing didn't happen overnight, but slowly I saw the canvas of my life transforming. And here's what I want you to know. Your story isn't over. The broken pieces of your life aren't wasted. They're being gathered by the hands of the divine artist. And one day, you'll look back and see how He used your pain to help someone else survive theirs. So I want to invite you, share in the comments, how has God used your grief or trauma to bring someone else something new? Or if you're not even there yet, simply say, I'm waiting for Him to paint my story. Because your healed story isn't just for you, it's for His glory. And now, my friend, I know the darkness feels overwhelming. I know the grief feels unending. But take to heart, the God who created the stars is the same God who is creating something beautiful from your brokenness. And what feels like the end may actually be the beginning of a masterpiece. I'm Angela Frazier. I'm living proof that God can create beauty from the deepest grief. May your scars become His masterpiece and your story a light for someone else. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more faith-filled content, stories of hope, and Logan's legacy. And get your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey home, at the link below. With love always, Angela and Logan.